This is a Ben Frank Connection presentation.
What is going on, everybody? We are back from their hangout with ABJ NXT tonight. I was gonna skip these, but I feel like I gotta stick in the pocket, man. I gotta see this NXT thing through. If I'm gonna cover it, I gotta watch it. And I know if I don't watch it the night of, I'm not gonna go back and watch it the next day. And if I'm gonna watch it the night of, I might as well sit in front of a camera. And if I get one person or two people, three people, 1,000 people, anything can happen.
There you go. Manifest it.
Fucking let's go. I've been doing a lot of work today between uploading merchandise, uploading logos, I have a hair on my face. I got it. Stuff for the podcast, YouTube research on how to grow this fucking thing. And dude, we've been doing so much here today. It's been crazy. So it's nice to unwind, have a little lettuce in my system, and go get ready for tonight's episode and NXT. So one thing we will announce real quick. Always keep an eye on the Teespring. There's always new merchandise, always new things popping up there. So make sure you go check out the Spring. There might be a new DX logo looking thing up there. There might be the last pay-per-view we did. So we're gonna try to spoof every pay-per-view. Lily's gonna try to spoof every pay-per-view because I suck at it and I get frustrated way too quick. I banged out Philly, but she probably could have did it a lot better.
I feel like it's because I take a lot of time. I put a lot of details into it.
Yeah.
And you want them done now. I understand the why.
Yeah.
I like doing it the long way.
Yeah, 895, 5 more to go to 900, and then about 500 hours away from monetization. So that's really cool. But we have a new logo that's dropped just today. It was literally as soon as it came off the presses, it was on Teespring. So that's pretty cool. So what's the next pay-per-view, everybody? What's the next thing we're doing? What's the next major show coming up for one of the three big brands? You guys tell me. Tell me in the chat. Making you be active in here tonight. And I got the high eyes.
You want your sunglasses?
No, not yet.
So get them ready.
Get them ready. Yeah, Palmer says right here, it's the Chamber. The Chamber's next up, and let's get it. Let's get that logo popped up there. There's the new Chamber merch. Go grab it on Teespring. Help the podcast out. And if you play along in our Discord, and online, we do have a pro wrestling scorecards. The link is below. But you either have to have your name so I know who you are personally, and if I can contact you, cool. If we've never talked or you just joined or signed up, I hope you watch this. If you don't, you get to miss out on this opportunity. I have it in the bio of our faction, but you need to join the Discord community, and there's a little tab there for your pro wrestling scorecards. Put your screen name in there, and I will say, who is this person? And if you can prove it's you, that's your name. And you win a t-shirt every podcast, every pay-per-view, whoever wins the scorecard. Which promotion? NXT? Dude had a medicated candy like right after work. It just hit me, man. That's awesome. Well, if you want to jump in, you're more than welcome. Come watch NXT. I'll goober it up with me. Also, NXT, they're not available yet. I didn't put them up yet. And I don't know where they are. Oh, there they are. We got more NXT spoofs out that were just made today. So I'll show you guys these real fast. These came out really, really cool. So we have the modern NXT logo up there for sale, and that's the only one so far. Is Anthony going to be up at 5 a.m. for Elimination Chamber? I'll be up at 5 a.m., but I have work that day.
But for a different kind of
elimination. So I honestly, if I was off, I was going to get up early and do it, but I can't. What I might do though is I might stream the pay-per-view as if it's a watch along at 8 o'clock at night. And if people come in and spoil it, they could be dicks, but I think that's what I'm gonna do though.
Ooh, so right after work.
Yeah, I'm gonna treat it as if it airs as a pay-per-view. Like it
That'd
goes
be
live
cool.
at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had the modern NXT logo. We got the next version, the original version, the modern version, the all gold version, 2.0 version, and then we have the one that's we all know and love now, the modern one. But I think they came out cool. I think they're really cool. The original, and then obviously our black and gold, our all gold, and then our 2.0. So we have one of each one now. So these aren't available. None of those are on the any merchandise yet. Maybe we'll put them up there later. But as of right now, the only one that's available for purchase is the modern NXT logo. But we're trying to keep it fresh and fun. My content may not be good, and my following may not be huge. But we kill the fucking merch game. Ain't nobody got it like us in merch. And I sell maybe one t-shirt every 9 months. So people out there getting some quality H2O out there, 1 or 2 people. But we're going live. What's going on, Hunter? Iggy, what's going on, brother? Recorded an interview today. I'm really pumped about. I can't wait for everyone to watch it. Little kid's rocking his Chase U shirt. I wonder if he got a calendar.
Yikes.
What? It's on their television program. Isn't it for
I'm aware.
They didn't say the age group for the calendar.
Byron Saxton.
Coming out first, Carmelo Hayes as he turned on his best friend after the pay-per-view. Byron Saxton on commentary. What do you think about this jacket?
I don't know. It's giving. I don't know.
Is that like a zip down hood? Or is the collar just
Why,
that big?
Mellow? Justice for Trick. I'm with them. It's like cop, like I don't know, like RoboCop-ish, but also like it's giving like a hazmat suit for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
Biohazardous. I don't know. I don't like it.
You know what? I had
I'm
a missed
not
opportunity today in the
biggest-
podcast. I didn't ask my guest about his fashion and his jacket.
Ugh, the audacity.
Yeah,
You didn't?
I fucked up.
I'm so mad. Rude.
It was a really good
Rude.
conversation. It flowed really nice, and there was some stuff I did leave on the table. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I would have got more of that interview, but I only told him 45 minutes, and I went way longer than that. And I started feeling guilty because he was obviously getting tired, and he's a very, very busy man who does a lot of things, and he was getting his phone hit up, and I was like, I'm fucking taking too long. So I just I left some stuff on the table. But that'll be my last recorded interview unless the guest request. Oh wow. They're doing fuck you mellow chants. That's why they're
Oh, I was wondering what was happening.
NXT audience doesn't mess around. They used to say F you Ciampa.
No, we're not playing with chords. Ooh, I like his necklace though. It's like it's a watch, but it's a devil shaped.
Miller comes out to address the audience and says, "Nope."
Never mind. He said not yet.
Crazy start. Said nothing but meant a lot. That was pretty cool. We had two winners for Vengeance Day, Ryan Buck and Raz. Ryan Buck, if you do listen, are you here now? Let me know. If you're not, it will go to Raz. I have to send him his t-shirt. That kid's gonna be good. That Riley.
Riley Osborne.
Yeah, he's gonna be really, really good.
Dude, and I really liked his pants.
Cool. Mello?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're watching the highlights. We're mesmerized for a second. Let me put some links in, let you guys know about some stuff here. So we got the Discord that we talked about earlier if you want to participate. So I don't think NXT's pay-per-view was bad at all. Like I actually enjoyed it. I watched it. I ended up watching it twice. That doesn't happen very often. Where if I'm like, oh, that was so uninteresting, I don't want to watch it again. We watched half and then had to stop it, and instead of just picking up where we left off, we just watched the whole thing over again. I didn't hate the card. I thought it was done pretty well. It was the pay-per-view was done well enough that this is why I'm probably sitting here tonight. Yeah, Vengeance Day happened on this weekend on Sunday. Sunday. And if you would like to support the ABJ podcast, we have the link right there so you can check out social media as well as merchandise. I didn't like that ending though. They did the fake call sign on the bottom. So if you haven't been paying attention, or if you're not watching and you're just like, what we're watching is the highlights from Vengeance Day.
Ooh.
And then Carmelo Hayes turns on Trick Williams after they lose the Dusty Classics and he loses his world championship and he attacks his knee viciously. So we're probably going to get a Trick. Yeah. A Trick is injured and we're not going to see him for a little bit. Ron, shut the fuck up. I think she's as good, if not, like, I think she's as good as what's her name on the main roster.
Samantha.
Yeah, I think they're both fantastic. No, I didn't catch that part where she got hit in the head. I don't know if they go main roster or if they go for a tag team title spot and then either they win or they lose and they just stay on respected brands on their top rosters. That's what they kind of did with Ricochet and Alistair.
What's his name?
Cool. Baron Corbin.
Thank you. I always forget. Oh, Braun Spears Corbin.
They're not that good on the mic yet. Come on! So this definitely isn't the Italian guys.
The Power Rangers?
It's
Axiom. Oh, it's Axiom.
it's Cyberhawk and Zack Xander.
Yeah.
Axiom has the cool looks like Green Ranger gear.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it wasn't Green Ranger like that before. That looks kind of cool though. Honestly,
Yeah, it looks sweet.
dude, if they ever made that Axiom figure, I'd buy it just because the gear looks fire. Like that's fire fucking gear. That's really good gear.
That's not. Who's Axiom?
The guy in the mask.
No, like who's Axiom?
Like who is he?
Yeah.
He's the guy in the mask. You don't know who he is?
It's not someone I've seen already.
No.
Okay, because all I'm saying is this looks almost like the gear looks almost exactly like Ricochet's gear.
No, it's not Ricochet. Ricochet has tattoos.
I know. I was just asking.
Oh yeah, A Kid, but she's never seen NXT UK, so that's why I didn't even bring up that it's A Kid.
I missed everything.
That's pretty crazy. Crazy robe. I think his gear is pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't get either of their names.
Well, listen, tonight is gonna be a good time when you're here hanging out with ABJ. Lily's here hanging out with ABJ, and now we're gonna bring in my guest for tonight, and his future's so bright. He's got to wear shades.
What's going on?
Right. Well, before as this match gets started, real quick, I have to do a little plug I didn't get to do on our last stream, and boy, did I hear it. Like,
Oh yeah, so bad.
I got an earful. So if you wouldn't mind,
Oh right, because I had to get it.
grab
I want to
the
remember this.
grab the new product that's back there on the display shelf.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Any day now, we're live.
Dead air. Dead air.
All right. So you've already seen the Gengar that's back there. Now Gengar's got a little homie, and he's rocking his
You're putting him away.
Master Ball. But it's a Mew, handmade by Lily. The whole thing. It came out fantastic. I'm not seeing Matt in the chat. Is Matt typing?
I don't see.
No, you dork. It was a reference to the shades on Farm.
Got you.
There you go.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
an idiot. My bad. I was like, is someone typing that? But this
Fair
is
enough.
this is
Fair
a one
enough.
of one. She will make you one, but it won't be with Juicy Couture yarn because only ABJ gets the Juicy Couture. You know,
Listen,
I didn't know.
say it right. What did I tell you? Come correct.
What is it called?
Correct.
It's Juicy Couture.
Juicy Couture.
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 Randy
Couture.
Couture.
Yeah,
Couture,
Randy
thank
Couture.
But there it is. If you guys want your own little Pokemons or your own little hats, gloves, scarves, go follow Witchcraft by link in my bio, and
Do that. Get
touch
one.
your Master Balls.
Wow.
That was good. That was good. I like
It's a
that.
double plug. What was a double plug? What was it? That was a double
It's
whammy.
gonna chill right there.
I think
on
it's
the chair.
apropos that I'm wearing the Arcade Brewer 420 shirt.
Love that.
I bought this because I was worried that when it said limited time only, it was going to be limited time only. So I was like, I have to buy this shirt. I have to buy it. It was a must.
I would have just rather than an RVD 420 shirt.
That's fair. I ain't mad at that.
See, you messed me up, and I don't remember. What's Zach Xander's real name?
I don't know.
Not
Swear to God.
not in real life, like on the guy we're watching. The guy we're
I
watching.
don't know the guy's name on NXT.
Who's Axiom's tag team partner?
Asking you shall receive. Matthew Holland in the chat says, I just seen this and it came on. Toby Keith passed away yesterday.
Yep,
Yeah, I saw that too.
that happened.
I couldn't tell you one Toby Keith song.
I could tell you
Same.
a lot.
Yeah, I'm not a big country person.
I don't want to say that I'm not
I love
downplaying
this
his
bar.
death, but I
Yeah, you just didn't.
That's it.
It wasn't your thing. I get it. It's like the only thing that I won't listen to is country.
Nathan Frazier. Thank you, Steven.
who's Nathan Frazier? Oh,
Zach Xander.
is that Toby Keith's real name? Nathan Frazier. Country singers are like pro wrestlers. They got gimmick names.
Yeah,
Fair.
this is true.
Very fair. But also,
That's like kind of like a big deal in the country music scene.
I mean,
that's
that's kind of a big deal in music in general.
right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like you have to come up with a gimmick name?
like hip hop artists, like okay, like
I can see like a group name, but like a whole persona, a character.
yeah, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really prevalent. And I don't know. I just don't know country enough.
Bro, Iggy Pop.
Yeah, but you're not wrong.
Like everybody, Prince. You know, like we could do Cher,
Whatever.
Blondie.
All right, I get it.
Like
I gotcha. You win.
just saying.
Tap,
It's just,
tap.
Yo,
Can't take
who's Wolfie D?
Wolfie D.
Wolfie. I don't know. Google that.
Holland
Google
says
Wolfie D.
Holland says I look like Wolfie D.
I think Holland's just glasses envy.
Glasses envy.
Toby suplex Jeff Jarrett back in the day. Toby
man.
Keith scoops suplex Jeff Jarrett.
I guess so. I don't ever recall that, but you know.
He was part of PG-13. Wolfie D. I don't know.
Can't reach this page.
I don't know. I'll take it, but I don't know.
Did I fuck up by not giving myself a gimmick name?
You did. It's ABJ.
I didn't give. I'm being completely honest.
I have a gimmick name.
ABJ was something
what
that
time it is.
other people started calling me. ABJ was just the name of the podcast. It wasn't supposed to be my new gimmick name. It kind of just morphed into it, and people were like, "Yo, this is ABJ," and I was just like, "Oh, that's becoming a thing."
Yeah. Your name was given to you.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. I think that's beautiful. I'm sure you love that.
I don't mind it. I think it's kind of cool. I'd rather someone give me my name than me
You choosing your own.
choosing it. Yeah.
Right. Makes sense.
So how was your weekend? Anything fun?
Just relaxed. This was my first week back from work, so I took my last.
My guest today was a little exhausted still. He said he's still feeling it.
Right. Yeah, there was a few days. Not everyone has it, as I've learned. Because my brother had nothing. But every time I get off the cruise for a good 3 to 4 days, I still feel like I'm swaying, even though I'm not.
Ship lag.
Adam didn't have it,
lag?
so I had no one to
Sea
base
legs?
off of. But
Was it sea legs?
it's the craziest feeling. Like the next day, I showered at the hotel. That was like the craziest shower I ever had. That was wild.
Why is it different than showering on a boat?
No, but when you get off the cruise ship and you hop in the shower and you have sea legs, that's a whole different experience.
It feels weird.
It feels
it's like
weird.
your whole equilibrium is off.
Now how long do you notice right away when you're in a boat that you feel like you're on water, or does it feel normal the whole time?
I get seasick.
To me, it's such a big ship, you really don't feel it. I mean, when a storm comes, you kind of feel a little bit more of a sway, but there's really
Did you have to go through a storm?
once, but it wasn't really that bad. It was last year's cruise, not this year's cruise.
When you're in your room, is there windows like you can look out?
Oh no, we have the
yo.
we get the balcony suite.
So you get a balcony?
Yeah.
While you're on a cruise, you can just go out on the balcony?
Yep. Facts.
Because your next door neighbor's balcony see your balcony?
Some of them are joined,
Ah,
but
I'm definitely banging on the balcony if I ever get a cruise ship balcony. I'm banging.
So I found pictures of Wolfie D, and I'm not disappointed.
Does it look like him? A little bit. Yeah. You like this
I can
Wolf?
see it.
Who was that Wolfie D call out? Of course, it was Holland.
Matthew Holland. Yeah.
I feel like every time I'm on here with you, he says a new name, so I have to add it to the list of names that I've been adding on our show.
Oh, what a good knee! That was a great knee.
Oh,
These four are killing it.
Absolutely are.
that was brutal.
And 3 out of the 4 of them have great gear.
This guy in the ring,
four.
his gear sucks.
Yeah.
And
I said what I
the
said.
silver and blue. I'm not a fan of it. It looks
Not what I was gonna say.
It looks very indie-ish. It looks like it's his first gear.
Oh yeah.
I feel that way about Zach Xander's gear.
No, I think his gear fits him because he's like a super indie guy.
Yes.
I don't like the bandana on this dude or whatever it is.
I'm not even gonna comment.
I think it's the white stuff. If that whole gear was black and not like with the white polka dots in it, I would be.
It has hollow. It's
Yeah,
not.
I don't like it.
It's holographic.
Right.
If they got rid of that.
It's shiny.
Yeah. Sometimes those holographic gears don't translate on camera like they do up close.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like you see that up close in person.
Now you're
like,
gonna have me so worried about this. Gosh.
don't get worried.
I was
Don't get worried.
the thing is like man. I
Don't
was
do
looking
it.
I was thinking about adding mesh to my hollow over
Right.
like overlay, and now I'm like, scrap the mesh. No mesh. No capes. No mesh.
Oh, boy.
No. Now I'm like, oh gosh, what if it doesn't look good? God.
Oh gosh.
Whole new level of anxiety unlocked.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
we got a handful of people watching. Welcome to our hangout. We are watching NXT, but we like to have conversations about other stuff in between.
Yes.
If it's your first time, hit that subscribe button. We got 10 people watching, only a handful of people chatting. Come in and hang out with us in the chat. Let's make new friendships, new connections.
Let's have some convos.
What do you want to talk about?
Matthew Holland's birthday is March 18th.
March 18th?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. I'm pretty sure he already knows mine by heart already, which is terrifying.
He knows
Did he
everybody.
put it on there? I'm just trying to remember if I remembered it right.
He knows. He knows.
What are we at with likes, Steven? Are we up to double digits yet? Did we get doubles?
I remembered it. I win. I'm the new Matthew Holland.
Oh God.
Not really. I don't remember anybody else.
See Henry says, question, how did you and Lily meet?
We met at a factory.
Yeah, we worked at a factory together. And we
Yep,
didn't really
there it
chill
is.
like
9
that. Like
years
we
ago.
didn't like when she worked there, we didn't really talk at all.
Can we talk about? No.
With the contest?
No.
Oh, the second story.
The second one.
I'll tell her. I don't care.
Okay.
So she was in a hot dog eating contest.
No, not that one.
I'm not even joking. That's the first time I've ever seen her. She hammered down these hot dogs. Dude, the point where I was standing and cheering. Like I got the.
I had a whole bunch of people cheering for me because of this guy. I'd never met him before in my life.
I did. If I'm in a room, I'm gonna turn it up to 11. If I want to, I will turn the room to 11.
Right.
But yeah, so I got this whole place going fucking nuts for hot because she was the only girl. Like she walked in.
I'm also just as tiny as I was now.
Yeah, she's super tiny. Walks in, and she goes against these like 6 dudes who are they look like us. They're meaty men. You know what I mean?
Right.
She went against some dudes. and housed them all. Like,
Oh jeez.
Dude,
Boom.
won by a country mile.
You know.
Killing it, Lily.
By the
Killing
way,
it.
I hate
Killing
hot
it.
dogs. I don't know if it's actually like kind of hilarious. I hate hot dogs, but it was like this thing that the warehouse did that like you'd go between departments and have different games and stuff. And our department was behind a bit, and we needed a win. And I was like, I got this, y'all. Don't worry. I can scarf down food like nobody's business.
Well,
So that's
Never even swallow the hot dog. She ate the buns.
I soaked the buns.
Yeah.
I got the buns soft in water and then swallowed them down. Yes, I did.
Good
I was
strategy.
committed.
Good strategy.
It was fucking impressive. And then the dude she dated at the time, he was at the job, but he was talking a lot of mess and acting like a big tough guy, and he's not about that life. And I had to remind him he's not about that life. And he was saying some things that were, we'll just say, homophobic and very, very, very Trumpy. He was reciting a lot of his favorite quotes at the time from Fox News. And I essentially told him, I said, dude, next time I see you in public, I'm not even going to smack you or do anything violent because it ain't worth it. But I'm just going to walk up and kiss you on the mouth. And you're not going to do anything about it. I'm a straight heterosexual man. Like, you know what I mean? It's not my thing, but I just to prove this guy a point that he ain't about that life. I said, I'm going to kiss you on the face next time I see you.
Yeah.
And we're all out. We're like, yo, we're going to the bar after work. I'm like, oh, it's this dude's birthday. And I was like, all right. So I guess I walk in and I see him across the room, and I parted my way through the crowd. I grabbed him right by his ears and I kissed him right in his mouth and threw him away. And he didn't do anything about it. He never even got out of his chair the whole night.
That's great.
And that was my boyfriend. And I had never met I met him like 2 seconds after that happened. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I just kind of laughed about it. I didn't know, by the way, I didn't know about all the things that had transpired prior to this. So that was all kind of news to me. That came to me 8 years later.
Right.
But I just watched this dude kiss my boyfriend on the mouth, and it was everybody laughed about it, and he laughed about it at the time. So I was like, oh, they must be good friends. Like, not a big deal. Because if you don't have at least one friend who makes people question your sexuality, do you really have a good friend?
We're not
you know
that
what I mean?
close of friends.
And I'm not saying that you are that close of friends, but I didn't second guess it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, these boys from the scoop, they're weird like that. If you don't do a little kind of gay shit, are you even straight?
But that and then like we talked on and off here like as friends, and then because of the job and like hanging out that night, and then years and years later, we're both met on Tinder.
Hey, you skipped one.
What did I miss?
That's good.
Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah, and then she was at her job and at a bar, and we were going to a Monday Night Raw, and the place she worked had
cheap ass
like
drink.
$2 beers, $1 shots, and like $1 cheeseburger.
Right.
So we left where we were because beers were $9 a fucking glass, and we went to where she worked and drank and got blackout drunk before a Monday Night Raw, and then went back to the place we were drinking all the expensive beers. Yeah.
Oh no.
At least you save money for a little bit. You're welcome.
Yeah, I got crushed.
That's fair.
Yo, that didn't look good.
That was a crazy bump. He took a butt bump.
That was a huge bump. No, thank you.
Yo, what?
Jesus. Okay, I'm okay. I'm slightly behind you now. Just slightly.
Okay.
There it is. Do you work this weekend, Anthony? Because New Japan has an awesome card Sunday morning at 3 a.m. Will Ospreay's last match in a steel cage. Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Okada versus Tanahashi. So
that's stacked.
You mean when you mean Sunday morning? You mean like
you're off this weekend?
Yeah, you mean like Saturday night, midnight,
into Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah. I'm off this weekend, so I'll stay up and hang out and watch. I'll be by myself though. Lily won't be here for 2 weeks.
Just about 2 weeks.
Yeah, because she has to go house sit, so we won't see each other for a while, and she won't be on the streams hanging out. She'll be in the chat.
Yeah, I'll still be there.
Right.
If as long as I can connect to a Wi-Fi. Gotcha.
Exactly. Right. Are you not gonna have access to Wi-Fi?
Oh no, I will.
Okay.
I had her write it down on the calendar so that like she was like, "Oh, just like put it in your phone," and I was like, "No, I'm gonna want it for my computer too. So can
Nice.
you write it down somewhere?"
Nice. Nice.
Are you asking Steven if I'm gonna watch it or if I'm gonna stream it live, like do a watch along?
I don't know.
Parm, if you agree to stay with me and do it, I'll do it.
Do what?
Yo, this dude's wearing Imperium's belt buckle, the Louis Vuitton. This one, him, the fake Italian,
Yeah.
without the hat. His. They're wearing the same. They're wearing the same thing. That's not Imperium. Ilia.
That's not Imperium.
No, it's not. But I get confused. But I knew who I was thinking of.
Fun fact that was me every time I watched NXT UK.
Oh yeah.
But,
Yeah, they all have the same haircut, same
Right.
They're all the same wrestler.
oops.
Imperium. Oh wait, that's not
Not
Imperium.
Imperium. Not Imperium. Just kidding.
Jeez.
I know what his name is.
Stop.
I just forgot. So Imperium was the first thing that came to
Bro,
mind.
every NXT UK show was black trunks, black knee pads, boots,
Yep.
a really nice beard, and an undercut with long top.
Yep. Facts.
It was every wrestler in the whole.
You're not wrong.
You're
And then there was
not-
one guy with a
definitely not
mask.
wrong.
You were like, "Yo, the mask guy's cool because the only one that like stands out."
Right.
That just like
Cool.
discover black people. I understand what they're going for, but it cracked me up a little bit.
$7.50.
That got me.
In case you didn't know, we have black people.
Terrible. Terrible.
For the new listeners, this is not how I actually feel. It's just,
It's completely sarcasm.
it's 100%. I'm the biggest ally you'd ever want in all aspects of life.
Genre. Satire. That's the word.
Satire. That's the word.
You know what? I appreciate Black History Month and I appreciate Pride Month and I understand why it's important to have it and it's why it's a good thing to recognize people for a month to bring awareness and hopefully maybe you become aware so it's not just a 1 month deal for you. It's something you practice all the time.
Right.
Is supporting other culture and other people's stuff. But I really like it. It definitely takes a lot of weight for me when you have like all the companies and businesses like profiting off of like, oh, we'll give like 2% of our sales this month to this black organization or this gay organization.
Right.
And it's just
Right.
like, are you doing it
What
for
are
the
you doing with
sales?
the rest of your sales?
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you put it
exactly.
on your cans and you're just putting it on your cans because you want people to be aware it's that month and you want people to be like and do exactly what it's for, that's awesome. But then print a whole bunch of t-shirts out and hand them out at like as giveaways or do you know what I mean? Like to spread awareness. Don't put it on your website to sell. Like that's why I
Right.
I have a Pride logo and I'm insanely conflicted about reposting or even when I was gonna post it the first time. Because I'm an ally. I'm not a
Yeah.
member of the community and
Yeah.
is that something that I should profit off of or should be a shirt that like I give away, you know what I mean? Or like,
Right,
hey, I'd love
right.
you guys to have this,
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
because it's like, oh, I'm making all this, I'd make money off it, but the money is for me. And I'm not at a level where I donate proceeds. It's like, I need to eat, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
That's as low as I am as a content creator. My setup looks nice, but the reason I have all this great shit is because I'm broke now.
Right.
You might have to turn your TV down just a hair. Yeah. That. I was like, oh shit, that's loud.
Better.
Yeah. Oh, did you see they took
Thank
Lesnar
you,
off
Kai.
the cover of the
That's
new
what
video
I
game?
said.
Wasn't he not on the cover anyway?
They took the cover. No, he was on the Legends WrestleMania cover.
Oh, he's off.
And they took him off and replaced him with John Cena.
Well, I read that
Why?
2K
You can't even see him.
is actively trying to remove as much of Brock's stuff on the game as possible. Maybe even his whole character off the game.
Wow.
They already pulled him off of Supercard, the phone game. And they said people who still have the card can keep it, but you can't upgrade it, you can't combine it, you can't max it. It's whatever it is, it is.
The
So fun fact, that means if they're trying to completely erase everything Brock Lesnar, you know, like how they completely erase Benoit. Technically speaking, Roman Reigns is the one that ended the Undertaker streak at WrestleMania.
no.
I'm just saying.
I don't subscribe to that.
If they're gonna null and void Brock for anything, they will null and void Brock for ending the streak at Mania.
Yeah. I'll be at work for the press conference on Peacock. I'm sure I'll hear about it on my breaks. But I'm now seeing reports of all of the dirt sheet people are doing backflips on everything they've been saying.
Yep.
When they're like, yo,
Yeah.
the locker room's not happy. Oh, the locker room's insanely happy. Everyone's kind of bummed about the Roman situation. Everyone loves the Roman situation. Everyone was on board with Cody taking a back seat to The Rock. That's not the actual story. The Rock is not gonna. He's the one who told to hand the signs out. We're gonna make Cody Rhodes the next Daniel Bryan. It's like, oh, now you're gonna go with that story?
Yep.
Like,
yep.
Come on. We kind of called it. Like, dude, if they give Cody his spot at Mania, it is not because they want it to.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's because the fans.
It's because the fans. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna come off as if there's these giant geniuses who knew how to do this the whole time. And
Yep. Mm-hmm. They're gonna take full credit for all of it.
I don't like this guy at all.
Is
on
he
the
about
microphone.
to turn face though?
He's been face.
No, he's
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
He's a baby face.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been face the whole time.
Okay.
He's been face the whole time.
Yeah, I don't like him
My
as
bad.
on the mic.
Good job. Good.
But that's what I'm saying. As someone who's a new fan, she sees him as a bad guy.
Okay.
Right.
That's not good.
No.
He doesn't come off as like a good guy. His voice and everything, like.
He tries to come off as insanely intimidating, and I don't subscribe to it.
All right, case in point. Have
He's
you
the
ever
anti-good
watched
guy.
Vikings?
No.
Huh?
Have you ever watched Vikings?
Yes.
Ragnar?
No.
Yeah.
No, I've never watched a show. I've heard of it.
All I'm saying is like you can speak and be intimidating and still sound friendly and still sound positive.
He's just always the tough guy. So he's not like technically bad. He's just everyone should be intimidated by him. And I don't subscribe to it.
I'm just happy that he's no longer T-Bar.
Tell him.
Dijak's been cool, whereas him as T-Bar was totally not.
I don't think Dijak's cool either.
He thinks he's cool.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. He thinks he's killing it.
Right.
I was like, yo, why does Dijak look like Matt Cardona?
Right.
Because they didn't put on the black and white filter today.
He's Matt Cardona at home.
What are they saying?
They are literally taking over. They're yelling, "Mellow, call the cops! Mellow, call the cops!" They're just taking over the show.
They're just like, whatever. This is dumb. We don't
The
care.
rest of the fans are like, "We don't like these
We think
people
this is
here."
dumb.
Next.
You're obnoxious.
Bro, he has a very sharp profile.
I think a lot of these fans are starting to realize like we can go to these shows and completely change the dynamic of this program.
just horrify them.
And they have been.
Just
Like that
totally
little
take
section
over.
is getting that section is getting more and more and more rambunctious every time,
Yeah.
and I like it. I'm for it. The dude and his the old dude, the guy who brought his parents on dead center, and his
Yeah.
little redheaded brother. They don't belong in the section at all.
No,
You know
they
what
don't.
sucks though is I think you're being told you have to stand up in certain sections, and they're standing up because they're
Right.
because everybody else is. They're like the cool kids are all standing up. Everyone else is sitting down chilling.
Now, can you like just go to these shows like live, or do you have to like get a certain?
I think you have to get a certain like a ticket thing goes on. What's up with the mask in the thing? Is that a
Was that a Dijak thing?
The mask? What mask?
Yeah,
In
there's a mask.
NXT,
There's a
like on
mask
the logo,
on the
in
NXT
the in
logo.
the like in the screen part of it. Ooh, that was a good one.
Oh, it's not
Look,
there
it
now.
disappeared.
There was definitely a mask
No,
on
I
there.
saw it.
I missed it. I
It
totally
almost
missed it.
looked kind of mimic-you-ish,
Yeah, it was a white mask.
but the mouth on it, like it had a weird shape to it.
Right. I totally missed it.
I wonder if we just seen something we weren't supposed to.
Maybe.
Did we see alternate universe?
Do we? Yeah.
Should we rewind that?
I may have to watch this
No,
back
is it
later.
just one of these glitches that you and me are both just seeing?
I may have to
some
watch
shit
this
that's
back
not
later
even
just to
there?
see.
Can anyone confirm or deny they seen a mask?
Did anyone else see that?
During that
mask?
entire promo, there was a white mask in the.
I didn't
NXT
see it as
logo.
white. It was.
Are they not
transparent.
insane? Are they prove that they're not insane?
It kind of looked like the Court of Owls Batman mask.
Like a. Oh yeah. But like on a theater mask, like a white like Phantom of the Opera esque mask, but like a full one, you know. Mask. What is the thing I'm looking for?
Oh, I know how they're gonna turn this team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna give her really bad advice on how to like be distant from him, and he'll like her more. And then she's gonna swoop in and take him.
What's the other one's name? That's not Thea.
JC.
Thank you.
Lexus King.
Mm-hmm.
The name's growing on me, but I think he's got great swagger. Like I don't know, I'm into him. I think this NXT
agree.
run, the
agree.
look and everything he's putting
Dude,
on
I
has
was-
been good.
I just keep seeing the freaking My Chemical Romance Take Me to the Black Parade, but make it black and gold.
Yeah, I mean,
And I love it. I
Right,
love
right.
this fit. I love this fit.
Right.
you know the shirt I was wearing yesterday, I had the Brian Pillman shirt.
Mhm.
That was his dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I saw the shirt, but
yeah, that's his dad. The
When
wild
he
man,
was
Brian Pillman.
in AEW, he was Brian Pillman Jr. But then when they brought him in to NXT, they changed his name. But he played it off as, I don't want to be under my dad's shadow. I want to be my own person. So I'm Lexus King.
No, I don't think that was the case at all. I think he wanted to keep his dad's name, and WWE said no.
Well, no. I'm saying like in story.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
the reason. Like I don't know what the actual reason. I'm saying in story, the reason was that. I'm sure it was just, hey, this is what we're doing. cool.
I really kind of want to try this pizza the more I see it.
I'm fucking hungry for pizza now. I've seen that commercial.
But that hot honey pizza, it's spicy and has honey
it's
on
amazing.
pepperonis.
Yeah, there's
Like, that sounds delicious.
there's
Let me
an
get
actual
medicated a little bit more, and then I might order one. I don't know.
Well, it's already 8:45. You're gonna order something, you better order it quick. And I don't think any of that stuff comes out this way.
Ooh,
I don't think Pizza Hut comes out this far.
never mind then.
now I want pizza. Ugh, don't do that to me. There's so many good places around me that I can go to. It's sad. It's so sad. It's amazing.
I definitely want one of those peanut butter bacon milkshakes from Sonic. 1,000%.
Yes.
I uninstalled DoorDash on my phone because it was causing too many
I'm
problems.
proud of you. I'm so proud of you. This is a step in the right direction.
I did.
Yes.
How much did
Yes.
I'm not even trying to be a dick, but you got what? Like a breakfast sandwich, a coffee, and
it was too
6
much.
donuts. And how much did that cost from Dunkin'?
Too much. Too much. But
Well,
I don't have a car to go get it.
I know. I understand, but like I don't have DoorDash installed on my
I'm
phone.
broke as fuck,
And
and
that's
then I
why.
get a bunch of money. Like not a bunch of money, but I get like a little bit of money, and I'm like, man, like I haven't had pizza in a while, or wings, or fucking McDonald's, and I can't get in my car and go get it. So I got to pay double for it to be shipped to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And then I'm like, that's my little treat to myself for working so hard these past couple of days. I get to order some fast food.
Yeah.
I can't go get it myself. It sucks.
Yeah.
And then it costs.
Yeah.
It's just astronomical, the prices.
I got
reason.
I got 6 donuts, a breakfast sandwich, and a tea, like a hot tea, and it was it was bad. It was really bad.
Let's talk about it.
I uninstalled the app.
I'm not saying like I'm
I
not saying
uninstalled
it,
the app.
I am in no way saying this to shame you. I'm saying it coming from like how much did they really charge you for that?
For
because
shame.
DoorDash, like they have no shame. They have no shame, and then it's like they charge you for what?
Well, the thing is too is
I understand people have to get paid, and don't get me
yeah.
wrong, but then they're also asking you for a tip on top of that, and it's like you just asked. Like I'm gonna tip the freaking driver because it's not their fault how much you charge, but like it's
right. The only thing that I still do left, because sometimes I'm a lazy ass, is I will do Instacart and get groceries sent to my house.
Oh, that's fair.
I know the fees are kind of crazy, but like it's
I
kind of
do
worth it.
Instacart, but only.
It's kind of worth it once in a while. So it's like, hey, it's here, sweet. All I gotta do is put it away. Awesome.
Right.
you might have to back up from a mic just a hair, or turn it down just a hair. It's a hot mic.
You're a mic.
I don't think we have Uber Eats around here. I think the only thing we really have is like DoorDash. I live in like our area is really remote. Like each town is like 25, 30 minutes from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like if I want to go to a mall, I got to drive like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, 45 minutes. Hazleton,
Wilkes-Barre has them all.
an hour. Harrisburg, an hour. Reading, an hour.
King of Prussia, though.
That's about 2 hours.
Oh,
if I want to go to a
nice
big mall, I
yeah,
gotta
that's
drive
like the
it.
outlets. Oh, Tannersville.
If I want to go to like a grocery store, that's a 20-minute drive every time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the only thing we have in town that I can get is like a 24-hour gas station.
Mhm.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah. That's a professional level photographer that they just that's the photo they picked and put on TV. Did you see
Yep.
that?
Mhm.
Yep. That's the photo.
I feel like they could have edited them a little
Are
bit.
you fucking joking me? It looks like they took them off a TV screen.
Honestly, like they just
Right.
screenshot
What?
They did. They did.
Yeah, it's totally
They
screenshotted.
did.
It's totally
Oh my
screenshotted.
gosh. No way. It's because they haven't gotten the money yet for these calendars. That's what it is.
Bro, that
Right.
was bad. That was not good production.
Oh boy.
Holy shit. That's bad.
These are partial reasons why I don't watch NXT. I just can't get into it. I try.
I think this kid here is going to be a big deal, though.
Yes, I agree.
Little undersized, but I think he's going to be good. Reserved for Thea Hale. All right, quick run out and put this piece of paper on this chair. This is actually going to be a good match.
No, yeah.
He's looking for her.
You know what's crazy? Lexus King looked so insanely young at AEW, and now looking him sit like he looks like a 40-year-old man compared to fucking Riley Osborne.
Right.
I disagree with that statement. I don't. I would say he looks older than him. I wouldn't say 40.
But he also is just like an old school fucking
Rockstar.
rocker, fucking pro wrestler.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. He got a plug on the podcast today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Andre Chase,
I had to think about who you were talking about.
my guest today, used to work with him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this kid's gonna be something, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. These are actually two guys that I would rival with each other for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have a little feud with.
Yeah.
Do you think that they actually have like a big plan for Lexus, or they're just kind of feeling him out?
I think they're feeling him out, but I definitely think he's impressing people.
Yeah. I will say, I feel like every week his beard's always different. It's never the same beard.
Correct.
It's never the same.
Like I've been often wondering if I should add that into my notes, like the shape of it.
Yes, no, I think you absolutely should, because every week it's never the same shape.
It's not
and
right. It's not.
No, and it's not right. I'm like, what? How?
Ooh.
That was a nice elbow.
Yeah. Yeah, Stevens definitely is. He is 30.
Oh, he's young. Well, at least younger than us.
But I think he might be one of the older guys on NXT's roster.
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, because they're young. It's crazy how like young some of the wrestlers are down there that are on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like, isn't Thea Hale like 19 or 20?
She's 20, I think 20 or 21.
Yeah, she's young.
You know what I just thought of? And it might
jeez.
be my high brain.
Oh,
kicking
jeez.
in.
What's this?
What's this?
Now here's an honest question for the chat. I want to really break down pro wrestling.
Ooh.
Break it down.
So I'm using an example right now of Riley, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If Riley in the universe of the character of Riley,
Mm-hmm.
is he on TV as a professional wrestler?
Huh?
In the universe,
Technically.
so
he's
I
not
want you
signed
to
like
I
a-
want you to pull back wrestling as if it's a universe. They're characters. They are living in a world where a live
Right.
studio audience can come in and react to their world.
He's
Right.
still in school.
Are they on TV? Is NXT? Are they aware they're on a brand NXT that is a national broadcasting wrestling program?
Oh.
You mean like like as the wrestlers
Oh, Inception.
looking
Yeah.
at like the shows.
I'm not just talking about WWE. I'm talking about WWE as a whole, pro wrestling as a whole. Does your character know
that you're on TV?
That you're on
Or are we
TV and
just
you can go
fighting
in your
the
universe and turn on the TV and watch that match?
Right.
Wow.
That's
deep, bro. That's
deep.
It's almost like, can the people understand Stewie as the baby?
Right.
Because here's the deal. If you're Riley and you have a crush on a girl to the point where I can go back and watch all her footage and check all her stuff out and watch my match, wouldn't he just see the promo of her and her giving her bad advice and be like, hey, I watched on TV last week, and
Right.
it essentially debunks every
Right.
promo.
I totally understand what you're saying.
So
No.
do promos? Are
I
promos
have
just
asked
for
this
us
question
as the
so many
audience?
times.
Yeah. Are
There-
promos for
there have been
us
so
as the
many-
audience?
Promos are them breaking the fourth wall.
There have been so many like
You're just getting that
old
little
segments I used to
insight
watch of like
into it.
a backstage segment where it's like shh, secret. I'm like, what secret? They can watch it back.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Just don't tell them. I'm like, they're gonna watch it in like an hour. I'm like, oh, there it is. Gotcha.
Like a promo where you're like, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Right.
That's a promo in the universe that goes out so the other guy could hear it.
Right.
But if it's a promo, it's like, I'm gonna pee in his coffee, and then they go out for 6 months and they're like, well, who peed in my coffee? I'm gonna find out. You could have just watched Monday Night Raw and seen the skit where the guy peed in your coffee. But in their universe, can they see that?
Yeah,
is that
right.
something that's excluded from them as the character?
You need to ask your next guest.
Yeah.
The next wrestling guest that you have. I want to hear you ask this question in action.
I'd have to ask like a professional wrestling writer or something. I'll ask Brian.
There you go.
I feel like Brian has the answer to that.
I like this. I'll allow it.
I was literally watching and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to make sense of the storyline and how it's gonna go with Riley and Thea, and I'm just like, why did you just watch back? And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Right.
I think I just ruined everyone's brains for a second.
Everyone is like
mind blown.
Like how much of the program is there moments in wrestling where the wrestlers are not aware that they are being filmed and putting on TV? Like are there certain segments that when they air for the audience, they're only there for the audience, and for everybody else, like for them in their universe, that wasn't something that was candid or seen.
Right. But
you know,
what always gets me is that like when they do a promo and they're like, I know you're watching at home, and it's like, would a wrestler really watch the product live at home? Wouldn't they be backstage like chilling? Like,
where does the universe often start?
Right. Yeah. Like,
so for instance, I was watching Love and WWE earlier today.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
It's bad.
As someone who hasn't watched all of their matches, I'm enjoying it so far, but it's definitely a production of WWE.
That's why I try to explain to her. I said, you're watching.
I mean, it's literally like watching Monday Night Raw, where you just get all of the backup information that you've missed over the last 2-3 weeks or since the last pay-per-view, except for it's for the past 3 years. So that's kind of cool because I'm getting it all like in one episode.
Well, I first asked you, I said, do you think these moments of them are candid? And you're kind of like,
oh, I was like, yeah, well, kind of.
And I was like,
I don't know. I think some of the moments, obviously, I think a lot of it is scripted.
You're screaming. Go ahead.
I think a lot of it is scripted, but I also think
you're screaming. Stop it.
As people who are married, I think that they left in some candid spots.
I don't. I think every single second of you seeing on camera is 100%.
Thanks for ruining it for me. I don't want to watch the rest.
So I had to explain this to someone who watched Total Divas. There was people who watched Total Divas.
I watched Total Divas.
And people thought they were getting a legit backstage access and inside information from like journalists would report what they had on Total Divas and report it as factual.
Right.
Like these two don't like each other because they got into a legit fist fight. I'm like, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
They're using Total Divas to push a story.
No, like I get that. But I'm just saying, like, as people who are married and shit, you don't think that he was gonna go and give her a kiss before the Royal Rumble anyway? Like, I'm not saying it wasn't like, hey, you should really do it and push it this way. And by the way, after you give her a hug, smack her butt. Like, because she looked hella surprised whenever he did that. Like, why the fuck did you just do that to me?
Yeah.
Like that. Like, I feel like he probably would have gone and given her a kiss and good luck, babe. Go out there, have fun, whatever. But they kind of embellished it.
Yeah, I think it's
Right.
1000% all script. I think Mrs. Show
But back to
scripted.
what I was trying to
Yeah.
say
Well,
was,
yeah.
as we were watching it, on that factor of what you were talking about before, is she able to go back and watch the matches and watch all of that stuff and everything? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like even in that that show with Bianca and Montez, they're talking to their legit family like, "Mom, I love you. Today's my birthday, but I'm really fired up for the Royal Rumble and I don't know who I'm going to fight." It's like, yes, you do.
Right.
You've been
right.
like you've been told the 6-month plan.
Right.
You're getting the title tonight. Like
Right.
you're gonna act like, oh, I walked into the Rumble and didn't know I was gonna win. Like
I had no
yes,
idea.
you did.
I had
Yes,
no
you-
clue.
Stop it.
It was Cody. It was Cody all along.
Yeah. That's why when I tell people, like, when you see things like the pipe bomb or you see an injury or so, like, you can't believe any of it because what they're
Right.
presenting to you as a WWE, they don't normally let you in the door, if that makes sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I understand.
we're gonna try this again. What if he just says, "Nah, not yet," and just leaves again? Comes back, all dramatic, lights out. Nah, still not yet. Still not yet.
Just walks away. We're good. A pass.
It's a big soda burp. I just get growled.
Ew. And blew it all, not in my face, but in my direction.
Nice, nice. Good move.
Cargo jacket? Could we call it a cargo jacket?
I was playing some Call of Duty today.
Yeah.
I was doing pretty well.
Well, which one?
The new
this
one? Yeah.
Was it like Modern Warfare? No.
Mhm. Something
What
like
did they
that.
say?
I don't even know what the titles are anymore. It's just Call of Duty.
No, because I think I have that one. I keep forgetting that like you're like my Xbox friend, and my phone. I have the app on my phone, so it'll be like boop boop. ABJ is online. Boop boop.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh okay, cool.
I play Xbox while I'm doing the stream. It's my new bit. I don't stream for anybody else, but I just put the microphone, the camera on me while I stream.
Right.
I'm gonna start game streaming. I think when the new WWE game comes out, I'm gonna go back to streaming, set all my stuff up.
Dude, I'm so pumped with that game. I'm kind of excited to have it.
I've
been
never
slowly-
played. I have never played a wrestling game online versus somebody ever.
It's fun when it actually works.
I tried
the-
once or twice back in the day, and I thought it played so terribly, and I never went back to it.
The only good year I think where I was able to actually play and it was good and fun was 19.
Last year's wasn't good.
I don't even remember trying because it was
Oh,
like
shit.
it was bad.
Well, he's not coming back from this.
No.
And that's do the do.
Right. Exactly.
So come on down to Taco Bell and get your Baja Blast. You damn right. I would say no. I had somebody else do it. And then add another layer to the story. No, let's see. You're damn right. Some more
Hate
pro.
this.
And the place goes nuts.
Yep. See, I love his entrance. Honestly, Trick's entrance is dope.
Oh my god, come out.
He's coming through the crowd. Already played everybody.
Surprise. Or that. Swerve. Okay.
What?
Damn.
Oh.
Jeez.
We're in the same gear as Mello, but at the end of the day, you're just a trick.
This week's Top Rope Tuesday T-shirt. If you're a Sting fan, it's for you. I'll tell you that. I'll
Oh,
post
dude,
it up
I
at
saw
once.
that. I saw it earlier, and I was like, "Oh,
I'm not a Sting fan, but it's dope.
I'm a stinger." So I was like, "Dude, yep, maybe."
All right, the promo's over. I'll put it up on screen real quick. So they only do these for a week. If you enjoy them, go get them now while you can. But it is a stealth pullover hoodie, tie-dye black, only available to the 13th. But it's a dope hoodie. I like the tie-dye. I hope they do more of this tie-dye with other people. I think the artwork's really good. I think it came out great. So get it now, $54.
Yep.
Oh, is there another hour yet of this?
Mm-hmm.
It goes till 10.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm pretty sure
A man
that-
has three faces. Oh, maybe this is one of the masks they've been sneaking on screen and we caught it. The world
Oh.
one only
One
the
the
world
world
sees.
sees.
Okay.
One his family sees.
And the real one no one sees. But it's always been there. But reflects the evil he truly possesses.
Dun dun dun.
NXT is gonna get a spooky character. Who's the spooky character? Who's our spooky character gonna
Who
be?
has three faces?
The three faces of Foley. Mick Foley's confirmed coming back. Battleground. That's a cool looking logo with a little diamond plate.
That's fun.
They're rivets. That's the whole reason that the
May 20th.
Titanic
May
sank was
25th.
because of the rivets.
May 25th. So
Oh, I won't be here for that.
what do you mean?
I won't be here for that.
What?
I'll be at a concert in Philly.
Well, we need a logo for
Hershey.
that.
Right.
We need a logo for that battle.
Right.
Battle, whatever the hell let's call it again. I got a suggestion for a Valentine's Day shirt logo.
Oh,
Well, Valentine's Day's it's not technically over. What's your suggestion? I have an all pink ABJ podcast T-shirt logo I designed that I didn't upload because I didn't really feel like
I was gonna do a heartbreaking one. I never
that'd
got
be dope.
around to it.
that'd be sick.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I don't sell any shirts, so to do a special edition for a holiday isn't. If I can't sell a dope ass Ross booth,
Right,
I'm not gonna
right,
sell a
right.
Valentine's Day one. You know?
Right.
Same
Totally
weekend as
get that.
AEW Double or Nothing Memorial Day weekend, NXT Battleground. I tried to make a Revolution logo. I couldn't do it. I sucked. So we found out that the winner of the chamber for the women's will take on Rhea Ripley
Mhm.
at Mania.
Yes.
And I'm gonna probably guess that the men's rumble is gonna be like a tag team or something. Because Cody already is essentially gonna get forced onto Cody, and
Cody's gonna get
What?
Seth?
Wait.
is gonna get-
Seth and Cody,
He said
Cody and
gonna
Cody?
get pushed onto Cody.
Cody and
Yeah.
Cody.
Seth.
Yeah. Unless they swerve and they give Cody Mania, I don't know how they're gonna do it. But Chamber, they're not announcing anything of what the winner gets. A Heart BJ on a shirt. I kind of have an I Heart.
No,
I Heart.
like on a tree. I feel like I'm imagining it like initials, like A Hearts BJ.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
I'd have to see his vision because as of right now, it just looks like A Heart BJ.
You're like, no.
BJ's. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see the idea. But I have an I Heart ABJ shirt, and I hate the I hate isn't up anymore.
Ooh, I have one of those.
But I
bought one
have
of
to
each.
repost it. Yeah, I have to repost it.
Right.
I decided, come prepared. So I bought one of each. I bought an I Heart ABJ and an I Hate ABJ.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta mix them up.
Sometimes you love, sometimes you hate,
I wore the I Hate ABJ shirt one time, and I meant it.
I meant it.
Well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a peek.
Bye.
Next question in the chat. Lily, why did you hate ABJ?
That day, it was because. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
Or am I? God, he's
Right.
not that much taller. Oh, my desk is shorter. That's why.
Right, there you go.
I'm like, why is?
Why is it shorter? I don't understand.
This is my last stream for like 2 weeks.
I know. Crazy.
It's depressing. It's not even that. It's next Friday. But
It's fine.
A week and a half.
It's whatever.
he's working that weekend, so I'll actually be back like yesterday, 2 weeks from yesterday.
I've been trying to think of what
Maybe.
I could possibly ask you to create, but I don't know what I like that would be a cute plushie.
Oh man, so
or
or
a cute thing.
now's a great time to do that. I never do that while I'm on here.
Do it.
Things that I can tell you that I can make. I can make resin crafts. I make things out of, I don't know what I did with it, but I make things out of resin. I make cups, I make tumblers, I crochet things, I quilt, I sew. I'm going to attempt to do some new stuff. I don't want to talk about it in case it doesn't go as planned. But I crochet in flat things, 2-dimensional things, or 3-dimensional things. I make stuffed animals, I make scarves, I make beanies, hats, sweaters. Yeah. All the things.
All the things.
I make screen print t-shirts as well. So like, yes, I make the logos, but even if you just want something simple that's like, hey, stay at home. Just stay home. Just stay home. I was supposed to make that on a t-shirt and I never did. But if I wanted to make that onto a t-shirt, if you wanted that on a t-shirt, I can make it happen for you and I can make it happen cheap. So hit me up. I'm in ABJ's links on his link tree.
Do it.
Under Witchcrafts by Lily. And that's it. I'm also on Instagram, Witchcrafts by Lily, and Facebook, Witchcrafts by Lily. That's Lilly. Gotta say it because sometimes you mess it up. It's okay though. Obafemi is just a beast, bro.
Yeah, he's a big dude. And he looks like a big dude. Like he doesn't.
He does.
Just, like he
looks. Yeah,
like he
but
has
he
the
means
look.
it.
Yeah,
he means it.
Like he ain't messing around. He is not messing around.
Right.
We're talking about how Obafemi looks. Like he's huge, but he just looks intimidating and like a brick house. But he is
like he means it. Like he's not
like
just like, oh hey, he's big, but like he big.
He's big, but he uses it too.
And he might kill you.
He looks like he might kill you, but that's because he might.
Cool. Grown ass woman shit.
Someone got to help her with her bronzer.
What
Not
about-
Thea. Her bronzer. It's way too orange for her face. Like, I wish someone would tell her. Because she has a great look. It's just,
Look at fucking
It's patchy.
Look at Winnie Cooper ready to kill her already.
well, she ruined her shot, bro.
Yep.
I wonder if they purposely booked this referee to work these matches. You know why?
Why?
Why say that?
He's literally the same height as both of them. So
Oh,
they
yeah?
look all proportionate. If you put like a
Oh,
6
right,
foot
right.
a 5'11", 6 foot ref in there, it makes Lola and Roxanne look like
Small.
micro machines. Yeah.
Right. Having them all look even makes it look,
I'm gonna keep an eye on that when they're working. If this referee is used more,
right.
Or when there's shorter people.
Yeah, when
He's
there's
used more.
not as tall giants.
things you don't notice in the wrestling business.
Oh man.
That's the dumb things I pick up on. Welcome to the Hangout with ABJ, where I notice the height of referees.
Yep.
People at home are like, who the fuck looks at that?
People like us.
Well, you've reffed a few times.
Yeah, I'm a seasoned vet when it comes to this wrestling. No.
Seasoned
Yeah, I reffed a
veteran.
couple matches. Reffed a couple matches. I didn't do very well, but I reffed a couple matches.
You did good.
You did
Dude,
good.
it's fucking exhausting.
Yeah. I've reffed a match.
She
Am
did
I
it.
lying? Am I lying though? Am I lying though?
She reffed a match.
Thank you.
How much do you have to think about in the match as a ref?
For her?
Dude, I almost got kicked
No,
in the face.
for you,
I don't
like-
want to talk about it. You don't, stop.
being the ref,
Stop.
like because obviously you sort of have
You're
to
just
know
mad
what's
'cause
going
I was
on,
over.
but like how do you differentiate? Like I don't know.
So
It's hard to ask the question, but I know you know what I'm talking about.
So the first thing you have to think about, for at least I've never been to a refereeing seminar. I've never been trained to be a referee. I just think about what things that I've learned and just kind of go from there. But the first thing I looked out for was hard cam.
Yeah, you got to stay out of
You
the way.
don't want your ass to be on hard cam the whole time.
Right.
So most referees, they use a quadrant. So he's gonna stay. He's not gonna ever put his back for the most part, unless he absolutely have to, towards the hard cam side.
Right.
So that's something to think about. Obviously officiating the entire, like acting like you're officiating or officiating the match.
Yeah.
Like right now, like, are you counting or are you trying to push her away?
Yeah.
Because you don't honestly want to start the count too soon. Because I may not be privy to what the finish of the match is. Sometimes I wasn't when I was refereeing.
Right.
And I also, every match I refed, I didn't know who was winning or how the finish was going.
Mhm.
I did, and I was asked to be
I
reminded
did.
like 17 times before. And okay, so go ahead.
And then
Go ahead.
And then you have to legit check on them, right? So
Right.
you have to like honestly, I've never learned a bump. I've never taken a bump. Like,
Right.
I've never been trained how to take a bump. I shouldn't be
You've
reffing.
taken a bump.
I shouldn't be reffing, completely honest, but it was something that was needed, and I volunteered to do it because the person who refs all the time is an actual wrestler, and he never got to wrestle. So I said I'll fill in and ref a match if everyone's okay with it.
I
Yeah.
reffed his match too.
Yeah.
To be fair.
There you go.
But I don't know. It was a lot, and it was really, really exhausting covering and pinning, and like I told him, I said I'm counting to 3. So if you cover, if you don't kick out in time, I'll
That's
call
it.
3. So you better, yeah. And there was one or two times where I went 1, 2, and I came down and hit 3, but he kicked out, and I popped up and goes, it's 2, it's 2.
Right.
And the fans seem to respond well to it, in my
Nice.
perspective, because
Right.
I feel like without me knowing, I'm officiating. I'm treating it like I'm doing the job.
Right.
So when I came down and hit the 3, everyone's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, no, 2, just a 2. And
Yeah.
everyone's like,
Right.
because I don't like when a referee swoops his hand under. Like
Right.
you've seen it, like like you're like ref it like I hit the 3. I'm looking to hit the 3 regardless. I'm in a cadence.
Right.
1, 2, 3. Like not 1, 2. Is it happening? Is it happening? Is it happening? No.
Yeah.
I'll hit and then I'll remind. I still have the call as a referee to say 2 or no, or you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's
right.
how I did it. And I feel like it helped the match.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
smart.
I
That's
think
smart.
yeah.
I think that's smart.
But yeah, and then you have to like always keep your body in position where you can see both shoulders. You have to keep your position
Right.
in bodies where if there's a submission or a lock, you have to be able to make eye contact, but then you also have to keep an eye if they're pulling hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
yeah, it's a lot. And then you have to keep face contact. And if they're working non-hard cam, that's one of those situations where you have to put yourself in a position to be on hard cam side
Yeah.
and hope your rover gets a good shot.
Right.
And that shit's rough too.
Have I ever been a part of ticket sales for an indie event before? No. So I've never for a wrestling show been at the door to take ticket money. I've never been
Right.
someone who was responsible for we needed to sell this many tickets, anything like that. The only time I've ever had to deal with the ticket sales aspect is when I was probably 2 or 3 years into podcasting. I did a music festival, and I've never ran a music show, let alone a music festival.
Right.
And it started off initially as a bunch of bands were going to hang out and have a private party, and if they want to invite some friends, we'll get like a pavilion and we'll all party and hang out, and we'll play beer pong, and the best band wins. And it was going to be recorded, and we were going to make content with it. And then it turned into, well, what if all the bands played a couple songs, or each band played a set list while
Right.
the party was happening? And
Yeah.
then it was like, well, if we're doing that, why don't we just sell tickets to it? And then it kept spiraling more and more and more and more and more to the
Jeez.
point where it turned into a full event, and more ideas were being thrown out, but I was the only one who was putting them in motion to become an event.
Right.
So I've never done it before. I just said, fuck it, we'll try it.
Yeah.
And then I get a phone call from a friend of mine who's a national touring band and said, yo, we have a little bit of a problem. And they're like, what? They're like, yo, the day of your event is the only day we could book a show in our area, and we don't want to go against your show, but also nobody wants to book us for our show because we're going against every local band who's at your show.
Right.
So everyone's going to be at your event because every
Right.
local band is going to your event to showcase like your area's talent. So I
Right.
called it Skookstock, and I booked 3 bands who were all originals, and then I booked 3 bands who were all covers, and then I booked 6 stand-up comedians for my area, and the stand-up comedian went in between each set and did like a 10-20 minutes, or you know what I mean, whatever they
Nice.
can do to separate everything. And then I had a bunch of vendors come in, a whole 9. So then my buddy messages me and he's like, yo, like we're doing an album release party, why don't we do it together? So I booked a national touring band from our area, so it still fit the
Nice.
mold of the band.
That's
And then
sick.
my other buddy who's from our area, his band was on tour, and they were on tour with them. So we got 2 national bands and 6 local bands with 6 stand-up comedians. And it was a cool fucking event. And I put it together, and it was fucking terrifying, but it
That's
got done.
wild.
It was
Fuck her up.
it was crazy.
Yeah, I saw that shirt and I almost bought it. I still might.
The Skookstock?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a cool logo.
that's my style. I love I love that kind of style.
Oh, she's
Bam.
right now. She's like, are all my teeth in my mouth?
Probably not.
Her teeth are there. She's fine. Dude,
She-
she
she's-
hit her face hard.
She's okay. Maybe.
Yeah, she didn't even bust her face open.
Mm-mm. But that hit.
Yeah, she hit. It made her nervous for a second.
Oh, yeah,
she was fuzzy for a second.
yeah.
She said, I'm gonna choke you out now.
Yeah, she's like, bitch, you dropped me on my face. I know legit jiu-jitsu. I will put you to sleep. You better chill the fuck out, fucking Winnie Cooper. because I know you're a big deal here, but I'm in a position right now where you can tell she's MMA because she's
like
literally
a
at one.
spider monkey.
She's literally at any point. She's still not putting it in hard enough. So but if she wanted to make that legit, all she has to do is tighten her fucking legs. Legs are hooked, and that's already underneath the chin. You're going 9-9.
Right.
Yeah. So another fun thing you can learn from, and I actually learned this from the Sanctuary with Billy Walker, is you can tell when someone's putting in a submission to be a pro wrestling submission, and then you can tell someone who legit learned how to do submissions. So at any point in time, if someone ever got serious, they can turn that fake submission into a real one at any second.
Right.
Like if someone starts shooting.
Oh, here we go.
Oh boy. Damn.
Do you think they're gonna turn into a trio?
Her Ty Valkyrie. No, I think Roxanne eventually takes that title back.
Yeah.
That's it. Tatum Paxley. What did I say? Paxton?
Dude, her spinning back fist and back kick are pretty crazy. Lola's pretty dope.
Yeah.
She has a little bit of blood in her mouth still.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot, though.
She has thick thighs too. I bet you those kicks, if that would connect, she would have fucking hurt.
Oh yeah.
She's so tiny, but all her build is in her thighs. She would fucking break your leg.
Knock you out.
Yeah. Have I ever witnessed a match turn into a shoot? Never personally. No. I had a match that I thought was going to turn into a shoot. And I think certain aspects of it were shoot, but I think halfway through they gave each other respect and then just enjoyed the fact that they were beating the shit out of each other and kept going.
Nice.
But I've never seen a fight. So there was one time where I thought it could potentially turn into a shoot. Because the person that was in it has had a shoot fight already in a match where someone showed up inebriated and wasn't doing their job and were being unsafe. And they weren't properly trained as talent. They were kind of talent who did wrestling, but not in the aspect of pro wrestling and not in amateur wrestling either. It was very like, I don't want to get into it, but they weren't selling, they weren't doing anything, and they were pissing off their competitor. And eventually it turned into the competitor hit her hard enough where she stayed down, got on top of them. I gave away gender for a second there. Got on top of them, put them in a legit Boston Crab, and made the back, like they pretty much put the back of their head on their ass and leaned back and put them in a legit Boston Crab where the person screamed, "I quit."
Jesus.
Yeah, they didn't give him an opportunity to not sell it again.
Jesus.
But that person was in a match, and I thought they were going to go into a shoot, and it didn't.
Right. That's crazy.
I think I've seen some people give receipts, but I've never even had a situation backstage where, like, if the match happened and you hit someone hard and they gave you one back, like a receipt. I've seen it happen in a match, but I've never heard the conversation where they go on the back and say, "Yo, he fucking punched me for real," or "Yo, man, you hit me hard, so I gave you that receipt." Like I've never heard that in the conversation post match.
Yeah.
In 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just a long time.
That's a good question, though. I appreciate that question, Henry, because that's certain aspects of wrestling that I don't really think about until I'm actually speaking it out loud into existence. But like, there's a lot of cool moments backstage when you watch someone set up a match, or when you're first can go backstage and see two people who just worked and how they conduct themselves immediately after a match.
Right.
Because they don't fully break character right away either. So I've seen people come to the back and act like they were legit still angry, but that was the emotion that they were putting out as they were coming through the curtain.
Right.
And it didn't stop when the curtain closed. It kind of extended for a couple minutes into the gorilla and into the locker room. And then they kind of like, oh, and here's another pro tip. If you're ever backstage, if you've never been there, in those moments, the only thing you do is if you want, you put your fist out and say good match. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
you know,
Right.
good shit. But
Yeah.
the person that they should talk to first is either whoever's in charge of Gorilla or their opponent. Don't say a word to them until they had their match and they get to talk to the person they just worked with.
Yeah.
And the only other person between and this is nothing that was taught to me. This is just what I've witnessed and I picked up on.
Right.
But the only person that they can talk to at that point in time is their opponent, the referee, because the referee will come back, or a doctor and says everybody good, and whoever's in charge of Gorilla. So if someone who's in charge back there, they'll say like, "Hey, this is what I seen. Are you good? Here's what I liked. Here's what I didn't like."
Right.
And
right.
then them as competitors will get together after and go talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Steven, don't make me put you in jail.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Steven gonna enter horny jail.
That is your one free warning.
Steven's.
I love her fits, but I feel like
Oh no.
so at first we were saying mini Orange Cassidy, but I feel like Fallon Henley pulled that outfit off better than she did. And now it's I don't dislike the outfit, but so far all we've seen Ren Sinclair come out in is denim. That's it.
Right.
Just denim. No denim with embellishments, no denim with lace, no denim with lace ups, no denim with studs, no, just denim.
They did that with
Give me something
O'Reilly
new.
before he left NXT.
I like it. Give her some flavor. Let her put her hair up in a ponytail or something. Like,
Right.
I hated those two fucking posts there. And delete one.
What?
I went back today and I redid all of the templates of ABJ podcast, the new shows coming out today,
Right.
making sure everything looks sequential. So I have the circle. I like the circle, Ben Frank. Because like when it was underneath the circle, it was hard to read that it said Ben Frank Connection.
Yeah.
So I like that one. So I put that on one side and then the ABJ on the other.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I added that to all the stuff coming out. I can't wait to start up with all the other content, like the movie reviews and stuff. I'm actually pretty pumped.
Yeah, dude. It's exciting. Super
I
exciting.
might have got a really cool connection too of another person who makes content, but they're still trying to find themselves as a content creator or what they want to be.
Right.
So there may be some collaboration episodes coming up soon
Cool.
on the
cool.
ABJ podcast where I'm going to bring this content creator in and we kind of share interviews together.
Right.
Because they've already done the groundwork of meeting the artists and putting them together, and they do events and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I think it's only fair if they're helping put the bridge together that we can do this together. But I have a lot of access to a lot of Pennsylvania hip hop, Spanish reggaeton, R&B singers. So we're gonna have a lot more music
Nice.
coming to the podcast
Nice.
starting
really
soon
cool.
too.
coming to Wilkes-Barre
Wilkes-Barre and Hershey.
and Corpus Christi. I could go visit my grandma for the first time. In
I would go to a
20
Wilkes-Barre show again if I was off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
if I-
not.
if I could
Already
get a-
checked, you're
if-
not.
Um,
But if I could, if
Hershey?
if you could switch a day, would you?
maybe.
I would do Hershey.
I never been to a live show
I would
like
do
a-
Hershey.
or not live. I never been to like a house
A
show.
house show.
Yeah.
I don't. What is a house show exactly?
House show is when it's not taped. It's like remember I
yeah.
told you before they do matches that are prepared to go
Yeah,
to like
oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
pay per view.
It's
They're
a-
house
it's a
show matches.
Non-televised.
Not getting into specifics, but is the term ring rat a real thing? Yes.
Yes.
100%. Yep.
Ring rat.
I've never encountered one. Nobody
That was
ever.
Russell Bunny.
nobody ever wanted the commentary guy, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
But yes, there's definitely ring rats. It's funny how they're posed though at first. Sometimes they pose as just like fans, and then they try to get more and more and more and more and more personal with you.
Right.
Yeah. But no, definitely a thing. Some of them are ring rats, but never mind. Never mind.
Hold that thought.
It almost came right out. Yikes.
Word vomit.
It's not
vomit.
about. It's not nothing to do with you. You know what I was gonna say. Oh, I
Commercial
can't.
break. Commercial break.
What I wanted to tell you was. Not an actual smoke break, but I told her off camera what it was.
You know, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
A lot of them are. A lot of them are. ABJ Lola Vice is thick. Just to be honest. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think
And
Lola
now,
Vice is very, very. I think fucking JC Jade is thick as a biscuit too.
that's not JC Jade.
Not JCJ.
That's Ren Sinclair.
No, this girl.
Lash Legend.
Last Legend.
There you
Last
go.
Legend's thick as shit too.
It's okay. I know who it is.
It's someone.
Who's
does.
JC Jade? Who am I?
JC Jade's the one that's with Thea Hale.
That's it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
She
that's
is.
right. I'm learning. What's up? Not bad for someone who's only been here for 2 weeks.
Doing
6
great
months.
doing great for 38 minutes. Oh, was that a close fist that made that smack?
Maybe.
I thought she licked her fist and back fisted her and it smacked like that.
I don't know.
Yo, Fallon Henley took freaking Dom's boots. I just noticed it.
Yeah,
I want to see if Tony realizes what I'm talking about.
Well, Fallon's not even on the ring apron right now.
She just got thrown out.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looked fun.
This other girl that's with Lash isn't bad, but I'm getting vibes of
Cara
like Lash is like
Jackson.
Naomi, and then the other girl's kind of like the other girl who was with Naomi at first, where you're like,
Carmella.
one
right.
will be a superstar and the other one
Look
will
at me
be
go.
Naomi. But I don't know. I think Carmella, I think there's potential there, but Lash is definitely the superstar of this team.
Her name's Jakara.
Or not Lash, Lacey. I'm sorry.
That is Lash.
I'm fucking high as fuck.
That's Lash.
Lash.
The other one's name is Jakara.
Chikara.
Jakara with a J.
Ja.
Cha.
Ja.
We keep popping in with some viewers here. I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out. We haven't broke 100 plays in quite a minute, but I hope we get there eventually. Where 100 plays, 200 plays just becomes the consistent vibe or feel of
Right.
the channel. We start getting there. Like honestly, the
Yes,
live
yes.
streams do way better than everything else, and it's a huge reason why I'm probably gonna go live with the interviews because I think the lives do better. But man,
Yeah.
it does disappoint me when I work really hard in a video and then edit it and do everything and then post it later and it does a quarter of what a live stream does.
Right.
It has nothing to do with black names, Leon the King. Has everything to do with my brain not working right now.
Yep.
And now if you told me to watch New Japan, I'm gonna butcher those. I'm good with black names. I can't do Asian. Or Asian or certain Spanish.
Filipino?
Certain
Oh.
Spanish.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
I try to help you where I can.
And what else do I struggle with? Japanese or
I
Asian,
feel like that goes with
Spanish. Middle Eastern.
Oh,
Fair.
jeez.
Yeah.
so foreign.
Foreign. Not all foreign.
Yeah.
Not all foreign.
Foreign.
I do great. I do fine with the UK and
Oba Femi.
Oba
Femi took you a little bit.
yeah, and
Oba. Oba.
Oba Femi.
Oba Femi. That took you a little bit.
Here's a thing too in my defense. Sometimes they'll come out and say a name on commentary and they change how they pronounce it 13 times.
Fair.
Oh, jeez. Right.
Ooh. You see what I'm talking about now? Where I said she stole Dom's boots?
Mhm.
Poor Dom.
Poor Dom.
Doesn't get the love he deserves. Man barely gets to speak.
Yep.
While we're talking about women's wrestling, you got me put on to Harleen Lopez.
Harleen's
Very,
really
she's
cool.
very talented.
She's
very
very cool.
talented. possi-
Tanahashi. No, wait, that's not the right one.
Tanahashi.
Is it? Did I say it right?
Tana. You said Tana. It's
Oh,
Tana.
fair.
Oh, I have without giving too much away, I have a series where you're gonna see more Harleen Lopez on the podcast soon. If you're a fan of Harleen, you're gonna see more of her coming up soon. Hopefully, if everything pans out the way
I
it's
like
supposed
her a
to.
lot.
Who?
Ren.
Hero who just got killed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. It's gonna be not cool in high school horror. We're in talks of doing an entire movie series. And there's at least, I think, 10 movies now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think 11.
I think I have her locked in for at least 10 to 11 episodes. Not all in one shot. We're going to space them out like every other month or something like that. But we're going to review a certain horror movie franchise, and she's locked in that movie franchise. Yeah, she was cool. She had a cool Pokemon collection. Who had a Pokemon collection? Did I talk about Pokemon with
Harleen?
Yeah. It's been a while.
No, I was thinking Cosmic. Cosmic has the Sailor.
Cosmic had the.
But she has a collection of
Oh,
a
that's
lot of
like
different
anime.
stuff.
And
Yeah.
Sailor Moon is her collection. Cosmic's another one. She's very, very talented as well.
Right.
Who's that guy? Oh.
They're like Fallon Henley's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Country
Yeah, once
boys.
I saw country whatever on his shirt. Jensen and Grit. Briggs and Jensen? Country Grit?
Yes.
Is Harleen
yes.
acting? Oh, is she doing the podcast in character? Is that what you're asking?
I mean, that would be cool, but
Might be. She might be.
we had that experience with Sidney Bakabella. He was part in character and part not in character. It was very
Jay Boozy did that too. where
very
sometimes she was
interesting.
Jay Boozy and-
It was very interesting. We did not expect the answers that we got because we didn't know what to expect.
My favorite interview of someone who didn't do it in character, and he's only done 2 podcasts, and 2 of them, like they're the only 2 he agreed to do, and I'm one of them, was Prince Ahmed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I loved his interview too.
Prince Ahmed did 5 questions out of character as well, so technically I have Ahmed twice on camera.
There you go.
That's really cool.
And the 5
That's really
questions
cool.
is 5 questions is pure as
Hilarious.
pure Prince Ahmed. Like Prince Ahmed's funny as fuck.
But that was also with Cosmic was in that. And
Yes, Cosmic was out of character. Jay Bougie, I mean
Jocko
was out of character.
I
That's
had
a
to
real.
try it.
That's a really like
That was a super fun
flash
one.
in the pan, not taken seriously 5 questions, but it's probably one of the better ones because
Right.
you're going to see 3 people completely out of character,
It was
and it's
amazing though.
and it's really funny.
That's kind of how I feel when we talked to Ultimate and then Razorhawk, because
Yeah.
both of them were a character. So pretty much the whole interview they were in character, but their answers were like real life. It was like
Yeah.
kind of cool. I think
I interviewed Frightmare, and Frightmare obviously didn't do it in character because he talks like Delirious, or he
Right.
has like rah, 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 rah.
right.
But so he does it out of character and answers out of character, but he's obviously in character with his mask, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's how Razor and Ultimate were. They were in masks, like in character, you know.
I forgot his first name, but the Kruger guy was awesome. Oh, that was from the Stepdads, Wade Kruger.
Oh, I just listened to that one.
That was a good interview. Wade's very, very entertaining. I'm gonna be doing his tag team partner soon. His tag team partner has been doing well. They both have been, but for his tag team partner was doing a lot of solo stuff in at GTS under Grimm's Toy Show, and he's very, very
nice.
talented as well. So I'm gonna have him on soon. They used to have their own podcast where they watched old episodes of WCW Thunder.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And Thunder's historically bad.
Oh yeah, it wasn't very. No, it was not very.
So they go back, and the podcast is called Thunder Buddies.
That's a great name.
Yeah,
That is a
F-U
fantastic name.
Thunder.
Hmm?
FU Thunder.
yeah.
Yeah, Thunder Buddies. Thunder Buddies.
Yes, Thunder Buddies.
for life.
I'm trying to.
Yes.
So here's the thing: I don't remember a lot of my interviews after I record them because like I did them so frequent, like so many back to back to back. So out right now, Robbie Radke, that one dropped last week. Out right now, Joel Ruda, that was a really good one. He's a belt maker. He's worked in OVW. He has a lot of cool stories. Sam Ruda is an artist that if anyone ever wants to buy me a gift, Sam Evans, buy his art for me, and I'll love you forever because it's expensive, because it should be, because it's really fucking good. But he's an Australian. I think that's my first, besides Raz, Australian I've ever had on my podcast, or on my content. Merrick Miami is a pro wrestler who is absolutely obsessed with a wrestler to the point where it was his favorite, like almost at the level of me as Shawn Michaels. So imagine me working really, really hard so I can one day hopefully wrestle Shawn Michaels. And then that match actually happens for him. And it's a really, really cool story. And I really enjoyed that podcast. Eighth and Promise of the Lost Boys. Very, very charming kid. This kid knew he wanted to be a wrestler from the second he fucking seen it. And every single thing about his life has been becoming a pro wrestler. Jorge Guapo, very new to the scene, insanely fucking talented, and is able to do stuff that people shouldn't do at such a certain young point in his career. But he's a 100% fan first before he's even a professional wrestler. But he's a good guy. Evander James comes out of House of Glory. This one gets a little serious and personal when it talks about the passing away of one of his friends, as well as just his career and changing up his character. Really good interview. Another member of the Lost Boys, Mile Penn. Another great interview. Can't wait for people to see that one. Handsome Mac Zero talks about being in a mask, not being a mask, training under Chikara, and then coming out and finding his own, and taking off his mask and finding out that the entire world sees him as the handsome Max Zero he is. Frightmare, great fucking interview. You get to learn a lot about him and his days of wrestling. Started with training when he was 14 years old. This guy's been around forever. So good. He talks about a lot of cool matches he's had with some names that we're watching probably on television right now, or on Mondays or Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The world famous Cheeseburger. That this one was just recorded today. It will air at the end of the month. Cheeseburger was part of ROH. He went overseas to Japan. Anywhere you name it, this guy's probably wrestled. He's wrestled those people. He's friends with those people, and everyone fucking universally loves Cheeseburger. You'll never find someone except maybe one person out there in the world who will say one bad thing about Cheeseburger. He's the greatest human being of all time. He runs his own school, the Worldwide Dojo in Bristol, Pennsylvania. Can't wait for people to hear that one. And that's the last pre-recorded interview of the year. And then 5 questions out right now is Tarzan Devil. He's a deathmatch guy right now, but he's not a deathmatch guy who only does deathmatch because he's not a good wrestler. He's insanely good and also does deathmatch wrestling because he's crazy. Jeff Christian did some commentary with him at AXW. That's a cool interview. Ace Austin, 2-time tag team, 2-time X Division, 1-time always in my heart. One of the members of the Bullet Club. There he is. That's coming out soon. Rembrandt, 5 questions with ABJ or Rembrandt. Then we have two tag team members back to back with Officer Ronnie Moses and Malcolm Murray. So that's all that's coming out on the channel so far.
So much content.
So much.
So much.
And that's done and recorded. That's not even like
That's
coming
just,
soon.
That's
it's
just done now. Yeah. It's coming.
It's coming. It's done.
That must have been a wild schedule.
I worked really hard on. Some of those interviews were like during some of the worst times of my life, and I'm recording them, trying to keep it together. It was a lot.
Right.
But I feel like I put out really good content. I don't like that eyeliner underneath her eyebrows. Don't like that at all.
It's not eyeliner.
It's a straight line.
Yeah, it's called graphic
It's a straight
eyeshadow. You know nothing of fashion, sir.
It's awful.
It's graphic. It's a graphic style of eyeshadow.
It made me not look at her mouth.
It's okay. You don't.
She does weird. So when she talks, she doesn't move her bottom jaw.
Right.
She can't help it.
I know she can't help it, but it's something I notice. My eyes go to it right away. I'm not talking crap about her.
But
I'm
you're
just
talking
saying,
shit on her makeup, and then you're like, because it takes away from the thing that she can't fix.
Yeah. Also, her dad's known for what facial expression?
His eyebrow.
And you just drew a straight line underneath yours.
Good job.
There it is.
Damn.
Well,
Do you think The Rock will keep Shawn Michaels around? I wouldn't see why he wouldn't.
I don't think they have beef, do they?
They used to.
Oh, well, right.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, man. Depending on how this, like I keep saying before and over and over and over again, it really depends what comes out in these testimonies and these stories. Because there's so many. Right now, lawyers are being called off, like top lame lawyers and people are being called off the hook right now, and stories are being told to media outlets, and everyone's doing their fact checking and everything, making sure everything's on the up and up.
Right,
And more
right.
and more and more stories are going to drop. And if they can keep it clean and they keep it under control, what is he holding his face already for? Is he trying to sell that he's injured still from the last match? Oh no, he punched him during the break. I don't remember. Oh, fuck.
it was during the promo, but yes, he got punched directly in the face.
Yes, I've watched Young Rock. There was a character he didn't call Shawn Michaels. He just said some guy. I don't want to say who, and it was very hinted at Shawn Michaels.
Right, yeah, yeah. They didn't try to hide it too much.
Well, how about on his one shelf? He has all of his titles that he's ever held on a shelf. And
Yeah.
there was one title on there he didn't. And at the time, it was people were thinking it was because it was a SmackDown title. It was the blue title
Oh, yeah?
that he was going to come back and try to win it from Roman because that was the one Roman was holding.
Oh, wow.
And it was the blue SmackDown title was on top of his trophy case.
Got you.
I don't know. When it comes to WWE, I'm just kind of whatever they show me, I'll just accept because I'm not
Right.
going to overthink it because I don't even think they put that much thought into it. I'm not going to get myself upset over it. If you can't put together a cohesive storyline, you're crazy. And here's the thing too. Everyone who's like, oh, I don't know what you're upset about. I don't know why you're crying. I don't know this. Like, this is not bad story. This is what it should have been the whole time.
Right.
Then why is it universally hated? And why are they trying so hard to now use it to make Cody the next big thing? You just threw a grand slam home run, but for the other team. You know what I mean? Like you just
Yeah.
did something really bad. You had bad booking, and now you're trying to turn this bad booking into making yourself look like a genius because you're going to revert hard on your bad booking decision. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that was the plan. We were going to do something really, really bad and stupid, so you guys go no, and then we were going to turn a superstar into it. That's not how you were thinking. Stop it.
Oh, no.
We've been around pro wrestling long enough to know that that's horseshit. And in 10 years, they'll be like, actually, what happened was we thought we were in the right, and the fans told us we were wrong, and we went with the fans.
Right.
Or we hear, yeah, that guy had a huge ego. His name was Hulk Hogan, you know? His head is so... Probably in the sink again.
Probably.
For a cat who hates water, he loves just having it drip on his head for fucking 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think he hates water? He'll get in the bathtub with you.
Not really.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Is
Boom probably won't, but Ziggy will.
that how he drinks his water? Just one droplet and he's good?
No, he just
No,
he
he
lays
likes
with his
playing.
head on.
He likes playing with the running water.
Oh, okay.
And my bathroom has a really, really, really slow drip, and he just goes and lays in the sink and lets it drip on him.
Oh,
And then
wow.
he'll come out and you'll pet him and you're like, you're fucking soaked.
Jesus.
Ripped a cuticle. I'm bleeding like an animal. I ripped a cuticle and I'm bleeding like a psychopath now.
Way to go. Good job.
Yeah.
That's the worst, though.
So I'm thinking the mask that we've seen is going to be this character that they're trying to bring back or bring in, this spooky character.
I really mad that I missed the mask because I honestly didn't see the mask.
It was in the X of the NXT on the hard cam.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see it. I honestly didn't see it.
No last questions. Keep them coming, man. Comments and engagement
question.
help. You know what I'm saying? No, I enjoy them, and I'll answer them as honestly as possible. But I want to be very, very clear that I'm just a content creator who has been given opportunities to be backstage in positions that I probably shouldn't be, and I've been allowed to do things in this business that I shouldn't have been allowed to do. But it's just, and I'm very thankful for all of that. So like, my answer is not absolute. I'm just telling you my experience.
Right.
Have you ever seen or heard an indie talent getting short on his pay? I think every time. I don't even think it's a thing that they're even like, especially in a lot of places I've gone to. You're either expecting 0 to no pay, and if you get an envelope, you're happy with it. But I've never personally been on a show where someone was told they were going to get paid and didn't, if that makes sense. So there's
Right.
people who are told they're going to get paid and get it, and then there's people who show up and get booked and then come and perform, but because a lot of wrestlers don't discuss their pay with the talent, with the promotions, they kind of banked on the promotion to do them right and pay them accordingly. And sometimes the promoter gives them nothing, and sometimes the promoter gives them $10 or $20, and that's it. And they're kind of like,
Wow.
I got paid $20 fucking for that. And I'm like, well, did you negotiate? And they're like, no, I just kind of expected at least X amount because that's like the going rate for everybody. And so I've seen that happen, but I've never seen someone like, I was supposed to get paid X amount of money and I didn't fucking get it, and I'm gonna go look for this guy.
Right.
I've never seen that. It has happened recently on shows in the New Jersey area. And then people turned it into storylines and then got more popular by not paying their talent, which is kind of shitty, but it is what it is. No, I don't work for that person or those people, so I don't worry about it. But I've never seen like an agreed person never not get paid.
Right.
But most of your independent wrestlers that you're probably seeing, especially if they're smaller on the card, are not getting paid much of anything, if anything at all. So that's why it's really, really important to follow these people, support these people, buy their merchandise. And when you go to a wrestling show, bring an extra $60 that you can drop on 8x10s and t-shirts, because sometimes that's all they get.
Right.
Why I probably have 400 independent wrestling t-shirts.
My shirt list is growing.
I have to downsize bad.
I keep trying to downsize, and then I start to, and then I just buy more shirts, and then it becomes the same thing.
It's the
It's a ter-
problem. It'd
it-
be like that.
It's a terrible cycle. It's a terrible cycle. Oh, I got rid of half. Oh wait, why do I have half more? Why do I have the same amount again?
Ooh.
So many kicks.
Yeah.
So many kicks.
Uh-huh.
But no one's dropping.
Why do you think the indie scene is so strong in the Northeast compared to the rest of the USA? I don't know if you're asking this from the standpoint of being from the Northeast, because I think everyone who watches content or supports the scene in their area think their area is bigger than everywhere. I think historically the Northeast has always been it's an easier travel schedule. There's a lot more in between the roads in the Northeast back in the territory days. There was more locations and venues and more promotions and more schools in the Northeast area. So I think they have an advantage there. But the Northeast wrestling scene is just as big as it is down in Florida, as it is in Georgia, as it is in the Midwest, as it is in the East Coast. It just really comes down to where you're from. And if you follow the right people who make it seem like it's bigger than it is. But we're very, very fortunate enough to have a lot of talent from the Northeast scene who are wrestling on television who came from our backyard, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it comes down to iron sharpens iron. when you get really, really good people and they're working with each other as much as they are, and they're making the rounds between Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, and it's the same 10, 15, 30 guys and girls who are out there doing it every week, they tend to get good with each other, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
I would love a stream where you call matches and mute the audio.
That'd be fun.
I don't know about that. I'd have to
That
have
would
a
actually be pretty cool.
I would have to have a broadcast partner, and defining two matches that are on the same wavelength would be fucking hard.
Right.
Who knows, Billy? Billy, why don't you come in here and come say hi with us?
But that would be funny though.
I want to put over Billy if he's able to join the stream. I want Billy to come in and Billy. We actually on the drive home, I had Lily listen to a lot of local music, and we listened to one of your albums. We listened to Beelzebub and the Screaming Demons. I said Bob. Beelzebub and the Screaming Demons. We listened to Churches and Trains. We listened to some Converse Kid, and then she played and then I played some Mahantango for her. And then she said Mahantango reminds her of, what'd you say, Story of the Year?
I don't remember who it was.
Skrillex.
Oh, from First to Last.
First to Last. I don't know why it's the Story of the Year. First to Last.
Thanks. I needed the Skrillex part.
Jesus, he just gave him such a choke slam and pulled both ass cheeks out of his fucking trunks.
He still got up.
Yep. He still survived.
Dragunov is really good in the ring, but the character before his matches start, I cannot relate to. Like, Dijak is fucking good, but I just his character, it doesn't do it for me. And like when he's not wrestling, I just don't relate to him. I don't like his promos. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like his character.
Yeah.
But as an athlete and his selling abilities and how he works in a match, his facial expressions, he's really, really good.
Yeah. They're both very good in the ring. When it comes to the actual wrestling.
I'm going to be the Raw general manager. I'm going to make a power to change the championship fans to pick their challenger. Also, like, what was it called when it used to be like the fans pick the matches, Cyber Tuesday or something like that?
I believe
when they acted like the fans were actually able to vote, but they were still booked.
Taboo Tuesday.
Yeah, Taboo Tuesday.
I think they did one where it was slightly different, like maybe like it was like Cyber whatever, but that was the first one.
Yeah. Where they're like,
Cyber Sunday.
The fans,
that's right.
You
Cyber
the fans
Sunday.
choose, and they're like, "Yeah, you never did. The fans actually never choose."
Matthew just said it. Cyber Sunday.
Oh, that knee looked like a legit connected. I think that knee legit connected. Oh my god! Show the replay of that.
Knowing these two, it might have.
Man.
Knowing how they both wrestle, it's what? What?
You're ahead of us.
Is Joe Gacy going to be the spooky guy?
That wasn't even spooky. That was hilarious to me.
Bro, I hate that finish. I hate that move. I hate the finish. I hate the way it looks.
It didn't.
A giant fucking flying forearm to your opponent when he's down, and then you full mount pin him, like missionary style.
Yeah. It was the arms above the head for me.
Not into it.
It looks like something I would be into.
Shut up. Need to have ABJ, Brian, Parma, Alex to have a fantasy draft as picking wrestlers to run a promotion. There you go.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, I don't like the hands over the head thing. That's
it's too good.
That's a demasculating. Carmelo beats Trick to a returning. Carmelo beats Dragunov for the title. So, and then when Trick Williams returns, he returns to the Heroes Welcome and
He's just taking it with him.
And beats Carmelo for the title.
Right.
What'd I tell you?
That would make sense.
Why he unbuckled it. He's just taking it.
No, he'll put it back down on him. He's just posing with it.
Just dropping on him.
Usually when they do that, we're gonna take the title. The guy's gonna take the title. It's usually because they're gonna come back with a different version of the title.
Right.
Fair.
They're gonna change it, which is, I mean, technically they are due for a change because they're still using 2.0 belts with the color splash.
Right.
So they're possibly due for new titles. Maybe after Mania, they'll get new titles. Who knows?
Maybe.
If they're using screenshots of their pay-per-view from their TV screens to put as their fucking crazy bad. Juan, what do you got to plug? I got an hour drive and then I have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Dude, you work so early, dude. I feel so bad.
I gotta drive an hour or two to drop her off and an hour back home. Yeah.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Our show this week, this Sunday at 3:30, is with newcomer to the Northeast wrestling scene, Selena Hecate. She's really cool. We're gonna talk to her about her journey, her newer journey into wrestling. I'm excited for that.
All right. Just if you want to get your homework ready for Sunday night, Sunday. We're gonna talk WrestleMania 5. The Mega Powers explode. Macho Man Randy Savage, the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan. That hurt my voice.
Nice.
That's what you get.
Ruined it.
Yeah, but
ruined it.
Go watch WrestleMania 5 so you're ready for the chat on for Sunday. That fucking sucked.
That was rough.
Brother.
Merchandise, brand new stuff available. The Elimination Chamber t-shirt, go grab it now if you want to be ready for the pay-per-view. Also, because we watched NXT tonight, the NXT logo is available. They're made but not uploaded. Maybe if you guys are interested, we'll get them up sooner than later. But I'm not in any rush to put them up because we're not selling a lot of t-shirts. But we do have the classic versions of all of the NXT logos. So super excited for those. So make sure that you guys go check out the merch page. Always Teespring, new things are being updated and then dropped on there. Go check out some past episodes. Share the channel out. Put your take the YouTube link, copy it, put it on your Twitter, your Facebook, your let people know that this channel exists. Let's get some more people in here. I appreciate you all for coming in and hanging out and helping this channel grow. I swear, you could ask Lily today. I literally spent the last 2 hours just researching and trying to find ways that I can make this channel grow. And I'm trying my best because I this is a dream and I want to do it and I want to get it. We just uploaded the 1,000th episode today. This is actually episode 1001, a piece of content on the channel. This live stream you're watching right now.
That's really cool.
We're at 175,000 plays, total plays across the channel. So we're closing in on 200,000 plays. And let's just keep grinding, keep growing. We're 5 away from 900 subscribers, and then we're 100 away from the 1,000.
Yep.
It's something it's been a goal of mine to become monetized for 6 years. And maybe on my 6th, 7th year, I can get it done. So I appreciate you guys, all the love and support and putting my name out there. It does not go unnoticed or unwarranted or I'm very, very thankful for all of it. But that'll do it for the Hangout, and we'll see you tomorrow night for AEW Hangout. It starts at 8:45, 8:30, probably more around 8:30 than 8:45. Because I have to come home and do some stuff, and I literally walk in the door from work, and after 12-hour shifts, and I'm coming to hang out with you guys.
Yep.
So bring the energy, because sometimes your boy's tired and exhausted. But we'll see you tomorrow for AEW. I'll put the link up. The show will be up tonight, so if you guys can go and hit those likes early. I know why, because you guys heard it, and we'll have some fun tomorrow night with AEW Dynamite. See ya.
Thanks for watching this presentation. Like, share, and subscribe for more.